Thanks, I found it on TikTok. Now, you've probably heard someone that you know say this, or maybe you've even said it yourself. As we all probably know by now, TikTok is a popular app that started out as a platform for bite-sized videos like dance routines, quick skits, and memes. But as we've already seen happen to its predecessors like Instagram and Facebook, it's really become just yet another platform for major influencers to push products and for everyday people to push products too. Except that TikTok has transcended to new heights of overconsumerism, and its built-in TikTok shop lets you buy right there while you're scrolling, which has fueled a wave of unnecessary consumerism, particularly through the viral products that promise convenience or novelty, but often fail to deliver on practicality, sustainability, or frankly, even safety. Hey everyone, it's Amber from Sustainable Jungle, where we share sustainability tips, tricks, hacks, products, brands, and stories to better our planet. And oftentimes that means not buying something, even if it looks cool. Today, we're gonna do something fun and make fun of stupid shit on TikTok. So I'm calling this my de-influencing series, where I talk to you about why you shouldn't buy something. Why? Well, because TikTok is pretty much the definition of unsustainable shopping. TikTok thrives on viral trends that aren't designed to really last more than the 30 seconds that it takes to watch the video and hit buy. And that's a big problem. And the platform's algorithm promotes these short, entertaining videos that make impulsive purchases seem irresistible. If you're not quite sure what I mean about why this is such a problem, you should definitely check out our video on haul culture, of which TikTok is a big offender for promoting. So I'll link to that, be sure to go check that one out as well. But when it comes to trending products on TikTok, these pretty much thrive on the wow factor, which basically just entices viewers to buy things that serve a fleeting or really niche purpose. Maybe it's something that prioritizes aesthetics or novelty over quality and sustainability, and they pretty much always are going to end up in landfills, sometimes after maybe only a few uses. And this constant stream of trends on the platform not only drains wallets, but it is also fueling vast environmental harm as products are mass-produced to meet this fleeting sense of demand. Now, I'm talking about silly things that range from LED ice cubes to the Sasimoto in-car sauce holder. Although, real talk, are we bringing Heelys back? Because that might be something that my millennial me is on board with. But putting aside that nostalgia, here's a list of some of the most absurd and wasteful TikTok trends that I found this year, along with reasons why you should avoid them. But before we jump in, please take just 1 second to go down and like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Okay, as a quick disclaimer, we're gonna watch some react videos to some of these products, and I'm going to be super elderly and use my computer because I am more comfortable on my computer than on phone apps, so I'm sorry. So, I am probably not stating anything new for anybody watching this video, but TikTok is a weird and wacky place. And if you don't believe me, look no further than this trending gadget, Earwax Vacuums. Let's just watch.
I've been seeing this ear cleaner all over my FYP of it getting some pretty disgusting stuff out of people's ear. So naturally, I've been influenced. Not afraid to admit I like
that thing looks really scary. I certainly would not want to put that in my ear. I don't know if that's just me.
I'm gonna like this. Comes with cotton swabs, extra earpieces.
It seems really redundant that it comes with cotton swabs. Isn't the whole point to replace that?
Is clean water, because you don't want to mix those two together and it go right back in your ear. I filled it up with warm water. The green light.
Alright, I'm skipping forward a little bit to how it works here.
I'm nervous to try it. That feels unreal. It feels like it scratches an itch in your brain that you were never able to get.
I don't know if that's really a good selling point for me. I don't really feel like I need my brain scratched. But maybe that's just me. Okay, so now that you know what I'm talking about, the idea behind these is that they're supposedly a safe way to remove earwax without impacting it. And yes, ear care specialists all widely agree that Q-tips, which for some reason this thing comes with, are a really awful way to clean your ears, and they actually only serve to push the earwax further in, which can lead to that impaction. But do we really need a vacuum to be a better alternative? Is shooting water into the ear any safer? Because I have so many questions, and audiologists in general warn that using tools of any kind to clean your your ears can actually damage the delicate ear canal or the eardrum and cause infections. And I feel like pressured water is not exempt from that. In most people, earwax is actually just self-cleaning, and it serves as a natural defense against bacteria and debris that can get into your ears. So really, these devices aren't just unneeded, but they're actually kind of risky to use. All right, so while we're on the subject of people vacuuming gross stuff out of their body, we have Blackhead Vacuums. Her skin looks fine. What is she even vacuuming out? Now, I fully admit that there is something seriously satisfying about squeezing gunk out of your pores, but take it from someone who actually used to be pretty obsessed with doing it. Not from like a vanity standpoint, but honestly, it was kind of more of a stim for me when I would get really stressed back in college, so I would just pick at my skin because it was something I could control. But it's really not good for your skin to squeeze out its own oil, and during that time, my skin was never worse, more irritated, or more prone to breakouts. So it kind of just became this really awful self-perpetuating cycle. But don't take my personal anecdote for it, because science says, y'all. So all that white stuff that she's vacuuming out of her pores, that comes out of your pores if you squeeze them, is not just skin impurities. It's actually something called sebaceous filament, which is sebum, or your skin's own natural oil, and dead skin cells that collect around the hair follicle. And this is not inherently bad. In fact, it serves a really essential purpose of allowing oil to travel across your skin to keep it hydrated. And contrary to popular belief, this is not the same as a blackhead, although they can become blackhead if the pores fill and the sebum is exposed to the air. That's basically what causes the blackhead. The issue with these vacuums is that they can't differentiate between the two, and they're going to suck out everything, clogging blackheads and sebum alike. And if you're just sucking out the sebum, you're going to strip your skin of its natural oils, which is going to dehydrate it. It's going to become detrimental to the natural skin barrier, which protects your skin, and it's just going to lead to greater irritations overall. Okay, so what I have learned through researching this video is that TikTokers especially love skincare. And I didn't really want to get onto all of the skincare products that it sells, because most of which are not made with natural ingredients, by the way, but that's because this could kind of be a whole video on its own, breaking down harmful ingredients and trending TikTok skincare, but we're not gonna really dive into that. But the one product that I do want to talk about is this, and that is the Red Light Therapy Mask.
Things that you can do for your skin is sit with light therapy for 10 minutes a night. And if you're buying an expensive one, don't do that. This thing is $10. It literally just goes straight over your face like a mask.
It's giving Jason and Friday the 13th. Is that just me?
Sitting with the blue light is going to help kill all the bacteria. My personal favorite is the purple light because it has the blue light in it for acne, and then it also has like the anti-aging and the hyperpigmentation. There's a lot of...
All right, we're gonna break down a lot of that because a lot of that is total crap, to be honest. So I do just want to start here by saying that I am actually a huge proponent of red light therapy. I'm actually planning to do a video in the nearest future on some trending self-care products and whether they're a save or a skip. And I'm going to talk in that one a little bit more about red light therapy in depth. But basically, for the extent of this video, know that red light therapy does have a host of really well-supported evidence suggesting that it can help with skin health and anti-aging. But here's the thing, not just any red light will do. The wavelengths of your red light matter, and if you're paying only $10 for something, it's likely not going to be as high quality or as strong as something where you are paying a more premium price. So, I mean, as with most things, you're gonna get what you pay for. So I looked up this one particularly in this video, and it showed that the wavelength for the red light that it emits is 630 nanometers, which is like the bare minimum of effectiveness. So 700 is kind of more of a baseline of what you want. Some sources do say that 630 is effective, but generally 700 is the more accepted target. But okay, even if we accept 630 as sufficient and say this silly little mask is doing something, there are still issues. First, if you have ever used red light therapy, you know that the lights get hot. This is my red light, by the way. And I mean, any light is going to get hot after it's been on, but that cannot be comfortable if it's sitting directly on your face. Also, some exposure to red light in the eyes is beneficial for regulating circadian rhythm because, you know, the sun at sunrise and sunset also has red light in it. So using red light therapy in the morning and night is basically a biohack that kind of taps into our DNA that tells our body it's time to get up or go to sleep. But the thing is that intense direct red light in the eyes is not good for them. So I would be really skeptical to have something like this around my eyes so close. Like my red light here that I bought actually came with a pair of blackout tanning goggles, so if I'm going to put it on my face, I put those on. And finally, masks like this that also have the blue light for acne and the purple light for whatever insert thing here. A lot of that is a total gimmick. So Daniel Barrelet, who is a dermatological laser therapy researcher and clinician at McGill University, says that the only wavelengths that are proven to be effective for our health are red, near infrared, and blue. And yes, blue light is shown to treat acne and reduce inflammation. But it is worth noting that it does this by activating the production of toxic free radicals, which kill off acne-causing bacteria, but they also make our skin more susceptible to skin cancer. So maybe it's just me, but I'll take the pimples, thanks. So for that reason, experts say that we should not do prolonged exposure to blue light therapy, as it may cause skin damage, aging, or irritation, although the long-term research on this is still limited, which alone is kind of a scary fact for me. Barrelet also warns consumers to avoid devices that promote a rainbow of light, such as the green, yellow, and purple that we saw here, because none of these have any scientific evidence to support them. All right, that was a long one, so let's keep this one short and sweet, and that is a split end trimmer.
All right, here's my split end. Watch this.
Sounds really brutal.
Literally gone. Didn't cut my hair, just cut the split end off. This is all the split ends it's cut off my hair.
Or, and hear me out, you can just give your hair a tiny little trim every few months to keep your ends healthy. And you can just do that with a pair of scissors, which literally everybody owns. All right, next we have electric makeup brush cleaners. I'll admit that's kind of satisfying to watch, which I get why it's then a TikTok trending product, because it fits into their format just perfectly. But guys, I have a little secret for you. We do not need to let machines do everything for us. It really will not kill us to do some things by hand. Now, these devices claim to clean and dry your brushes in seconds, but they're often ineffective and can damage those really expensive bristles by loosening them from the brush itself. Cleaning brushes by hand with gentle soap is a much better option for your tools, and you don't have to waste your money on a gimmicky little product. Next, we have the Brush Toothbrush.
This is the Y brush, allowing you to brush your teeth in 20 seconds. And the great thing is now there's a universal attachment. So if you use a Philips Sonicare electric toothbrush, you can put the Y brush on that. It's a very simple concept.
Because, you know, 2 minutes to brush your teeth is just way too much of an ask in today's fast-paced world, I guess. Okay, so moving away from personal care products, TikTok also apparently has an obsession with finding ridiculous ways to streamline eating on the go, which is possibly why our dietary habits have become as abysmal as they are. Now, you've heard of the controversial Stanley cup obsession. By the way, mine isn't Stanley, it's Swell, but I actually do love this thing. I use it literally every day at home to drink water because I'm notorious for spilling my water over everything. I work at home, I have to keep it off my laptop. This thing is so much better for me. So I love it. This is not sponsored. I'm not promoting this. Just my thoughts. But I do think the Stanley obsession has gone way too far. And if you need proof, look no further than the Stanley Snack Bowl Topper. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. A snack bowl for your water bottle.
This is a snack tray for your Stanley cup. It's so easy to slide over the top, and you can fill it with 4 different types of your favorite snacks. Tag someone who needs this.
Okay, first of all, who is this for? Are there TikTok influencers out there hiking with one hand free and thinking, man, I wish my almonds could just sit on top of my water bottle? But here's the real kicker to me. This thing is nearly $30 for a bowl that you slide on top of your water bottle. Do you know how many actual snacks to fill that bowl that you could buy with those $30? Or better yet, just invest in something practical like a reusable snack bag if you're really looking for a way to take snacks on the go. Something that isn't gonna spill, because man, if you have this in your car like she does in the video and you hit a pothole, those snacks are going everywhere. And while we're on the subject, let's just go ahead and skip this other on-the-go food monstrosity while we're at it.
I love cereal, but how about on the go? Get this on the TikTok shop link below, the Crunch Cup.
But wait, Move aside, Stanley, because there is yet another trending water bottle out there. The Owala. I mean, it just looks like a water bottle to me. Lots of stickers, of course, everywhere on it. I mean, I literally have a Hydro Flask like that has a little flip top and a straw. I just don't see what's so special. Alright, so what makes this stainless steel water bottle so special, you ask? I didn't know, so I had to consult TikTok because looking at it, I wouldn't have been able to tell you either. But apparently the whole shtick is that there are 2 holes in the top. It is contoured to your mouth, and one of the holes is good for chugging, and one of them is good for sipping.
It has 2 different mouth holes, one for chugging and one for sipping. This one is actually a straw. I'm a sipper, I'm not a chugger, so this is perfect for me. It also fits to the contour of your mouth really well, so it's like a very comfortable feeling to sip on it.
Good God, how did humans survive and stay hydrated for millennia without this groundbreaking feature? I mean, this is just a clear gimmick that is trying to do something different to an age-old product that frankly doesn't need innovation. Why fix what isn't broken? Okay, this one I can say from personal experience that you definitely should skip, and it's not because I fell prey to a TikTok impulse. I actually bought one of these years and years ago, long before TikTok was even a thing, and I bought it because I was preparing to move into my camper van full time, and at home we used our blender a lot, so we wanted something that was a low power consumptive alternative because we were running exclusively on solar and blenders have a big drop. So we invested in a portable blender.
This product is a game changer. My girlfriend bought it for us for summer.
That ice is not getting blended, I promise you.
It's a powerful portable blender bottle.
Okay, so I know that this thing shows it blending ice. I don't buy that for a second because the one that I bought turned out to be a colossal waste of money because it was not powerful enough to blend anything more than like milk and protein powder. Forget anything that had any mass to it, like ice or even whole fruit. So on the whole, these blenders tend to be super underpowered. They're made with really cheap plastic. I don't even know if the plastic is going to be BPA free. You're probably not really going to be able to find that. And these things just really aren't going to last as long. So honestly, if it's between these and no blender it is. Save yourself the waste of money on this one. Okay, I'm going to be dating myself here, but does anybody remember the Vidalia vegetable chopper that was everywhere on infomercials when you were a kid or a teenager? Turns out it's been resurrected.
Of golden potatoes. And I am going to do a fast motion and then I'll tell y'all how long it takes me to cut all these potatoes.
Alright, you get the point. So it looks really nifty, but again, this product has been around for like 20 years, and now we're just pretending that it's the latest and greatest thing. Zoomers. We lived through this kind of stuff, so you don't have to, okay? The as seen on TV days are over. Do not bring them back on a new platform. Do not let our sacrifices have been in vain. Because, yeah, sure, as convenient as these look, those blades actually are pretty flimsy. I've seen them in real life. They're not really gonna cut a lot of harder things, and especially as they get dulled, there's no way to sharpen them like a knife, so you're just going to have to replace the whole thing, or at least replace that whole blade insert, and frankly, I don't know if you can do that. Next up on things that we really don't need to automate, that is the electric wine bottle opener. Okay, sure, that seems really satisfying to use and all, but is it really so hard just to open a bottle of wine? Yes, I have a background in the service industry. I have opened a lot of bottles of wine tableside using this little wine key right here, which you can buy for like $5 at any liquor store. That literally took me as long as this device took to do it. It's not that hard. Okay, so this is one that I saw a lot on TikTok, and that is the Dash Sous Vide style egg bite maker.
Hey guys, so this is fun. Dash makes this sous vide egg steamer type contraption.
Not what sous vide means.
Delicious little egg bites. I think I just seasoned these with like, it was like 2 eggs. I seasoned them with shallot, garlic, paprika, some cheese. And they came out so delicious. I love these fluffy little egg bites.
First of all, I don't think this guy, or the people that named this, rather, know what sous vide means, because this is not sous videing. Sous vide refers to the process of vacuum sealing something and cooking it in a temperature-controlled water bath. This, just because it's using a little bit of water to steam the eggs, does not make it a sous vide machine. And second, just why? You can accomplish the exact same thing with a muffin tin and an oven. Or heck, even just one of those microwavable egg makers. I actually used to have one of those back in college where you just scramble the eggs in there, pop it in the microwave for a minute, and then I could make really easy egg sandwiches for myself to take to class. Yes, they're plastic, and I don't use the microwave or plastic anything anymore, but somehow they're still better than all these cheap electronic components, plus probably the Teflon looking lining that it looks like, because it has like this non-stick thing, which probably means it's Teflon, which is super toxic for you. I just recommend using a non-toxic muffin tin instead. Okay, so while we're on the subject of toxins, I can't tell you how many different times this particular product popped up on my feed while I was searching for this video, and it's these little car air fresheners.
They've sold over 4,000 of these little cutesy car air fresheners.
Oh god, 4,000?
They're affordable and they come in a ton of different scents, including some really phenomenal fall scents. My favorite fall ones are Campfire Marshmallow and...
Yes, we love seasonal scents that make you have to rebuy new things when the season's gone, don't we?
Clean laundry. But I just ordered warm coffee. Does that not seem like it would smell so good?
Okay, you get the idea. Okay, so these things don't really look like anything special, right? Like, they literally just seem to accomplish the same thing as those cheap cardboard scented trees that used to be in like every car when I was a kid. And I looked into it and it seems like that's it. There's not really anything special about them, nothing that sets them apart from basic car air fresheners, other than the fact that they look a little less tacky than a green cardboard tree. Now, these ones here are specifically made by a company called CE Craft Company. So I did a little bit of digging because I thought, okay, well, maybe they're special because they don't use synthetic fragrances. Maybe they're essential oil based, so they're less toxic, whatever. But when I went on the website for this company, I found the car air freshener page with a description that doesn't even match the product. That is a huge red flag. And all it says is, quote, all our candles are made with 100% natural soy wax and high quality fragrances. So anytime a company uses the term fragrances instead of essential oils or plant-based scents, it means it's synthetic, because otherwise they would state what it was. They wouldn't be afraid to tell you what their fragrances are made of. And we know by now that synthetic fragrances are a big toxic no-no. It's a pretty well-known and well-studied fact that these are known endocrine disruptors. And I don't know about you, but I get enough road rage when I'm driving. I don't need anything in my car messing with my hormones further. So I suggest you skip these. Okay, so far my biggest takeaway from making this video is that TikTokers really like vacuum cleaners. Personally, I hate vacuuming of all kinds, but good for you. So here we have the desktop vacuum cleaner. Just why? Apparently, these tiny devices are for cleaning crumbs or dust or whatever from your desk, and they seem kind of cute when you first look at them, but honestly, aren't they super inefficient compared to just like a simple microfiber cloth or a handheld vacuum that you already own, or get this, maybe just your hands that you sweep the crumbs off and throw them away. This is just kind of another example of over-engineered gadgets solving non-problems that are quickly going to fill up our landfills. And I can't help but just agree with this comment on this video. You just wasted that cookie, bruh. Okay, next up we have weighted hula hoops.
If you are wanting the quieter hoop experience, this is the one to grab because of the silicone wheels. It is so quiet. These sell out really, really fast.
That looks like something you would see in Saw.
To how quiet it is. I have had so much fun with this product.
All right, so I mean, being honest, gimmicky weight loss products have been around for forever. I mean, I remember the good old infomercial days of the shake weight, because of course, that was about when I was in middle school, so boys thought that was the funniest thing ever.
With the shake weight, Shake Weight is the flab-busting breakthrough that trims your arms and shapes your shoulders at the same time.
Now, this thing is advertised as a fun fitness tool, and they say that, you know, these hoops can help with weight loss by making it more fun. However, many people that I've seen on here have found them to be really uncomfortable or even painful to use, and really the benefits are kind of marginal compared to just other fitness options. So sure, does it make fitness maybe a little more fun than, say, doing crunches? I mean, I haven't tested one, but I'm assuming, probably. But you know what else does that? Dancing, booty yoga, Zumba classes. There are so many better and quality ways that you can achieve fun fitness, and you don't have to pay money for them. You don't have to go out to a class. There's a bunch of free Zumba classes on YouTube. Why not just do something like that rather than get something that's made of all this plastic that looks like it has a ton of failure points that could break and then just contribute to plastic waste when it does? Okay, so to continue with stupid fitness crap, this might be my favorite product that I am going to cover in this video, and that is water-dispensing dumbbells.
The dumbbell, this one has a nice big cap that comes off. The handle is actually pretty nice to hold on to. This cap is a bit sticky.
I'm sorry, I still think it's really funny.
If you took it on vacation with you, of course, this would be huge in a suitcase. But if you did take it on vacation with you, you could actually get a little bit of light reps in there.
You know, the benefit of vacation is that we don't have to work out on vacation. This is kind of just another level of stupid. They look extremely awkward to use, they're reportedly really prone to leaking, and they're not going to deliver the same stability or function as regular weights because that water is going to be sloshing back and forth the whole time, especially the more that you empty it. Plus, why do you need both at the same time? Can't you just have your water bottle and drink in between your reps? Maybe I'm missing something, but I really don't get this one. And to finish this list off with the most meta example here, and no, I am not talking about Facebook and Instagram, I'm talking about the ADZERD TikTok remote control.
See here, I have the remote connected to the phone, and so if I just push the button, it switches it up or down. Or I can push the middle button 2 times and it hearts the video. And then I can hold one of those top buttons and increase the volume.
Why? You know, for, I guess, tapping your screen and scrolling when that's just too much effort? You guys, I cannot even tell you how much I truly wish this video were satire. Alas. So, there you have it. Some of the most absurd viral TikTok products that are trending right now that you should definitely think twice, probably not even that many times before buying. So hopefully I have de-influenced you so that you'll pause before heading to the TikTok shop next time you see these. But hey, maybe you love one of these things and think I am totally wrong. If that's the case, let me know in the comments. I'm always up for a debate. Maybe I'm missing something. But overall, the key takeaway here, by critically evaluating trends and opting for practical, durable, and reusable alternatives, you can save money and make more mindful purchasing decisions. So instead of falling for these gimmicks, consider durable, multifunctional, or even secondhand options to break the cycle of this wasteful consumption that is just becoming worse and worse as our attention span gets lower and we can only basically be tricked into buying things with like these 30-second videos. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about avoiding bad products or products that are going to waste your money. It's about making choices that align with your wallet, your values, and the planet. So once again, this is Amber from Sustainable Jungle. Be sure to give us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. And once you've done that, stay savvy, stay sustainable, and I will see you in the next video.